It's December 16th. Look at the temperature. Look how warm it is. It's about 8 degrees, 7 degrees Celsius, 43. No, 46 degrees Fahrenheit. Here's our meal that I'm giving them today. Eggshell, bananas, and I'm giving them a slice of apple. 1/2 of an apple. It's raining today. Question of the day. Are you going to any events? I might have asked this before, but I'm going to ask it again. Are you going to any events? Well, no, I did ask it before. What are your pets' names? I guess that'll be the question of the day. We'll see if they're wanting to come out. No, that desperately needs to be changed. I think I'm going to have to change it today because I see poopies. They're like, it's wet. I did open the shed so they can run in there. You coming out? It's warm, but it's wet. You can go in the shed. There's Molly and Dolly. There's Henrietta. I forgot her name for a second. Oh, they flew out. Did you hear them? I wasn't back far enough to show you they're flying out. But both of them flew out. There they go. We're gonna, let's see, Flash is in here. Oh, it's about 42 degrees in here. There's Flash, if you can see him. It's pretty dark. I don't know if you'll be able to see that when I upload it. Yeah, I think it's warmer out here, isn't it? Yeah, it's warmer out here than in there, according to the thermometers. I don't know which thermometer's right or if they're both wrong. I'll turn on the light here. Yesterday I went to the museum luncheon. I don't know if I told you, but yesterday I was going to the museum luncheon. And I'm on a gluten-free diet. And I'm not... Okay, so supposedly I'm not gluten intolerant. I'm gluten sensitive. It just makes my face look bad. As far as I know, that's the only thing. So I'm going to give him a scratch. Oh, there he is. He's sticking his little head out. They're eating right there. But he's got to see his little comb. The curator's gluten-free. It's hard for me to, when you're on dietary restrictions, if y'all have ever been on dietary restrictions, you know how hard it is to eat, go places and eat, or just, find stuff to eat. Me, I make most of my stuff from, I make everything from scratch, except my nacho chips. So for me, it's no big deal to change making stuff, because I'm already making stuff. It's just what to make it with, and to make it taste halfway decent, and to have a halfway decent texture. With gluten-free stuff, you use these gluten-free flours, and they have a tendency to be dry and grainy. So it's tough. But the curator, is also gluten-free, so most of the stuff there was gluten-free. The only thing that wasn't gluten-free was the dessert. It was an apple crisp, and I just took the crisp part off. I just ate the apples. Because I'm gluten sensitive, I can do that. If I was gluten intolerant, I would have to skip that all over. I might not have even been able to go, depending on my sensitivity, I might not have even been able to go to luncheon. It was nice. They had the dinner set up. It was at the Thompson Museum. They had the table set up real nice. I think I saw a Waverly biscuit container. And in the dining room. And the only reason I know about Waverly biscuit is because the other museum, we have 2 museums in Hudson, the other museum that I used to work at, they have a Waverly biscuit container. I found that out through Reddit, I believe. I took a picture of the item, and I believe I put it on Reddit. And somebody was able to tell me what that was. Apparently it was in late 1800s. Used to be, I guess, a wedding gift or anniversary gift. And you'd put, well, I think they were made in the UK, so, or Europe, so a biscuit would be like a cracker. Isn't that what it is? A biscuit is a cracker? Or is a biscuit a cookie? I think it might be a cookie. I don't know. English. Okay, let me see if I can show you this. I don't know if I ever showed you this, but this is, what are them yellow birds? Not goldfinches. Oriole. That's an oriole nest up there. It looks like it's starting to degrade. But we had Orioles in our tree this year. Yay! Now let me tell you about these Orioles. I had an Oriole couple 2 or 3 years ago. And it was fun to watch. They were up in that same tree, or at the trees near there, wherever. I don't know where one begins and the other ends. He still hasn't come out, little chicken. And I watched them in the that summer, 3 or 4 years, 2 or 3 years ago. They were building their nest, and then the babies hatch, and you would see them coming back and forth. In the Orioles, the male, at least this couple, the male and the female, Baltimore Oriole, by the way, Baltimore Oriole. The male and the female feed the chicks. See them all day running, going to get food, coming back. The porch, let's see, there's the Oriole nest, and there's the porch. So I'd sit on the porch, it's a covered porch. I put a card table out there, did my jigsaw puzzles out there, while I would watch the Orioles do their thing. And at one time, I saw a rose-breasted grosbeak, a male, coming to feed them chicks. Everybody told me, he's not feeding the chicks. Well, everybody in the birding community told me, he's not feeding the chicks. He's probably taking some of the nesting material away, or he's probably stealing food, or he's probably trying to kill the birds. The male kept coming back. And every time, it seemed he only got caught by the male Oriole. Or maybe the female saw the grosbeak and just held back until the male Oriole came and chased him off. But whatever, the male Oriole would chase him off. But he kept coming back. And I'm telling you, he was feeding them chicks. I watched. I had the binoculars. I kept seeing this thing come back. And I couldn't see the actual nest itself. That's the booger of the thing. They put the nest conveniently so I couldn't, and same with this one. The leaves were covering it. I couldn't see the nest from the porch. I could just see them coming and going from that area, from that branch where that nest was. Now here's the gig. The birdies were chirping, they were getting louder, they were getting older. I knew it was about time for them to fly the coop, basically. Chicken pun. And one night we had a terrible, terrible wind. The nest was gone. Was the nest gone? And the babies had disappeared. Now, I don't know if it just happened to be that day they flew off because they were old enough, or if maybe the wind knocked them out, but they were old enough to fly and they just flew away. I didn't see them the next day. I didn't see them at all. I didn't hear them at all. At all. And I didn't see the male and female Oriole either. So I don't know. I'm pretty sure the nest was knocked down that time too. But anyways, the birds, the chicks were gone. I don't know if they lived or not. We got cats over here, so if they fell to the ground, did the cats get them? But it was just so windy and rainy. It was rain, probably even thunder. And I know the cats wouldn't be out there at that time, but maybe in the morning, maybe the chicks had not yet flown away and the cats got them. I don't know, maybe not. But then that winter we had an ice storm and it broke that branch off the tree. And I was disappointed because I knew the orioles, or birds in general, typically they'll go back to where they were raised, where they had a successful hatch out, and make another nest. So we didn't have, as far as I know, we didn't have an oriole nest that next year or the year after, depending, I can't remember the time span, before this one came again. And I sat out on that porch and I watched and I didn't see the orioles feeding the babies. So I'm wondering if maybe they didn't have a successful hatch, or if maybe a cowbird got in there and killed them, or a starling or whatever, grackle, whatever one kills babies. But I don't know. I don't think they go in oriole nests. But I thought they only went in nesty boxes and open cup nests. I don't know though. Or maybe if some disease got in there and killed them, maybe it killed the parents too. I don't know. Maybe a cat got the parents. I don't know. But I didn't see them feeding the babies, but I did see them making the nest. And no rose-breasted grosbeak. For those of you who are interested in attracting a rose-breasted grosbeak, they seem to like, to your feeder. For your feeder, they seem to like the sunflower seeds the best, in my experience. Now I've tried, if any of y'all have a good idea for how to put out mealyworms without them blowing away, let me know. Because I tried putting, a couple times I tried putting, oh, you see the rain? Well, I don't know, can you see the rain? It's raining. Flash still hasn't come out, so. If you know a way to get the mealyworms accessible to the birds without them blowing away at the with the wind, let me know. I'd appreciate it, because I tried and a worm got blown away. These are dead mealyworms, not live ones. So speaking of mealyworms, I think I'll give my little hen some. Maybe he'll come now. She's like, oh, this is the good stuff. Can you tell the difference in her yapping when it's the mealyworms as opposed to anything else? Again, I want to stress, these mealyworms are too expensive. When I had 70 chickens, they did not get mealyworms. Ever. They were just too expensive. It's because I have 4 chickens that I can afford mealyworms, because the mealyworm bags last forever when you only have 4 chickens. I wonder if they'll ever get sick of them. One thing I noticed with these frou-frou chickens, okay, I put worms down back when I had the porcelain Duclays and Flash. I put live worms that I found in the driveway down for these, and they didn't eat them. They just walked away. And I kept putting them, I put them right in their face. It's like, here's the worms. And they just walked away. I'm like, are you so, is all the natural instinct bred out of these chickens to where they don't even know that that's a worm and that you're supposed to eat it because you're a chicken? But I used to do that when I had all the mother chickens. I used to go and, after, like we had a rainy day, I'd go out and I'd pick up the worms, put them in a container, and dump them in the run and they'd eat them. They'd eat them right away. Yeah, see, they don't seem to care about the banana and the apple. Maybe if I spell, I mean, even though, let me see, let me spell it out. Sorry about that jiggling around. Yeah, Flash, he just prefers to be in his house today. He's a house chicken today. Yep, they just don't seem. Okay, well, I'm going to get going. It was nice. Again, if you want me to talk to about anything, discuss anything, give my opinion on anything other than politics and religion and all that stuff, you can ask me stuff like, how do I identify and whatever, but I'm not getting into all that arguing stuff. Just let me know. Okay, I will talk to you later. Bye.